Hi, it's ML time. I am teacher Princess Kim, and I am going to discuss to you the lesson in English for academic and professional purposes subject. Before we begin, here are some reminders. Take the pretest in your printed module before watching this video. Take down notes if necessary. Answer the remaining activities in your printed module after watching this video. So sit back, relax, and learn. Our first lesson in this subject is language use in academic texts. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to differentiate language use in academic texts from various disciplines. Academic language is the language used in classroom lessons, books, tests, and assignments, and it is the language that students are expected to learn and achieve fluency in. It is the language used in schools, particularly in the classroom instruction and learning tasks, that students must master in order to succeed in any subjects. Words and structures of academic language are not encountered in everyday spoken English. It follows strict standards like functions, vocabulary, syntax, and discourse. For example, the language used in your printed modules is academic language. There are features or characteristics that would help you describe academic language. The first feature of academic language is formality. Observe when you are writing for professional and academic purposes. The purpose of your writing should be clear. We use academic language when we are writing for professional and academic purposes. For example, if you are writing a business correspondence, like application letters, you use formal language, and it follows a specific format too. Be formal when you are writing your academic papers like essays and research. You can do so by avoiding the use of colloquial words and expressions such as stuff, a lot of, and kinda. Avoid using abbreviated forms such as can't, doesn't, and shouldn't. Instead, spell out the word like cannot and should not. Avoid using two-word verbs like put up and bring up. And do not write in subheadings, numbers, and bullet points. Write in paragraph form. The second feature of academic language is complexity. Written texts are lexically dense compared to spoken language. Academic texts use longer sentences like compound and complex sentence structures, more complex words and phrases than spoken language. The third feature of academic language is precision. Words and terms have a very specific meaning, and it is important that you use them correctly. When using a word, be sure that it makes sense both in meaning and grammatical use. Academic language uses precise or exact words or terms used in a specific discipline. We will discuss more on this as we go on with the lesson. The fourth feature of academic language is responsibility. Provide evidence and justification for any claims you make. Demonstrate an understanding of any source text you use. Paraphrase and summarize what you have read, and acknowledge the source of this information by a system of citation, like APA and Chicago. Back up your claims with evidences and research. You can do this by reading a lot of literatures and information about your topic in writing. Do not just copy and paste from the internet. The fifth feature of academic language is hedging. Be cautious in one's statements so as to distinguish between facts and claims. Hedging is the use of linguistic devices to express hesitation or uncertainty. Have you heard other people start a statement with I believe, I think, and actually? These are hedging expressions. Writers are careful in their claims and statements. If you are not sure of your claims or statement, use expression of hesitation or uncertainty. And be polite as well. Examples of these expressions are I believe, I think, possibly, and probably. You can search for other hedging expressions, and you will be surprised that you are actually using them in your speech and in your writing. Another feature of academic language is explicitness. Make clear to the reader how the various parts of the text are related. These connections can be made explicit by the use of different signaling words. The thought of your writing should be related to one another. You can do this by using transitional devices. Use conjunctions to connect the thought of your text. Remember, fanboys? Examples of conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Objectivity is also a feature of academic language. The focus is on the information and details, and not about the writer. Third-person pronouns are mostly used in academic texts to maintain objectivity. Lastly, accuracy. Use vocabulary accurately. Use specific words according to how it is used in the context. Meaning of words depends on context in which it is used. For example, Princess is a bright student. In that sentence, the word bright could mean two things, either intelligent or smart, or filled with light. But in that sentence and in that context, bright means smart. Let's try to look at this academic text entitled From Hands to Mouth by Michael Corvallis. This text has the features of academic language. It is formal because it does not use colloquial words and abbreviations. The sentence structures and words are complex. It uses third-person pronouns to maintain objectivity of the text. The text also uses transitional devices and conjunctions to connect its thought. It is also research-based. The full copy of this text is found in DepEd Eapp module, The Reader. There is a language specific to that of a particular discipline or field. Such language is called jargon, the language of a certain profession or occupation. Jargons are words used only in specific field or by a specific profession. There are terms only for legal and medical practitioners which are not commonly used by other professions. For example, defendant, which means someone who is being sued of committing a crime, is commonly used by lawyers. Acute myocardial infarction is jargon used by doctors, which means heart attack in layman's term. Same is true with the word equity, specifically used by accountant. Can you think of some more jargon words? What jargon words are used by teachers, police, and businessmen? Here are examples of academic texts in specific discipline. This one from the autopsy surgeon's report is an example of medical text. Notice that it has a lot of medical terms like asphyxia and cyanosis. The other one is an example of legal text. Likewise, it uses legal jargons. Be reminded that format and standards of academic text varies from each discipline or field. We are about to end this lesson. Again, academic language refers to English rules, structure, and content for academic text and dialogue that is used in classroom lessons, books, tests, and assignments, and it is the language that students are expected to learn and achieve fluency in. Remember the 8 features of academic language. Likewise, don't forget the definition of jargons. For your assignment, research and write in the comment section other jargons you know. That's the end of our today's lesson. Thank you for watching. See you again next week. #handang isip, handa bukas. Tara, ML na tayo. This is Teacher Princess Kim, signing off.